Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll tell you what, this is one of the cooler kind of couples or single traveler RVs that I have ever seen. This is the 2025 Kingsport 199RK. So this is going to be lightweight, compact, yet functional. You got a sleeping space for your buddy if they crash over, but you also have rear kitchen, which you know I'm a sucker for that. But it's everything about this just screams convenience. You know, it's not all of these campers have to be these big old honkers, and this fits such a need. I could totally imagine in my younger years before we had, you know, a whole bunch of kids running around and, you know, the wife's wanting this, the wife's wanting that. I could totally see me and a dog cruising the country in this bad boy. But like I said, it's the 2025 Kingsport 199RK. I hope you guys enjoy the video. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV where you can access some pricing. But you know, here's some of the specs if you want to go ahead and pause it right there. But we'll go over, you know, some of them as we continue along. We're probably not going to spend too much time on this one. Maybe about 10 or so minutes, because it's not an overwhelmingly large camper. I mean, it's only 22 feet 2 inches, so that's from tongue to bumper. So very, very nice that, in fact, you actually have a queen bed up here. But this is what I'm talking about. Kind of no frills, get me done style. Still looks nice. You know, it's about the size of, you know, honestly, my first living room in my apartment. Now I had another bed kind of attached off to this, but you know, real small space as we were, you know, going to college and, you know, things like that before, you know, I figured out I couldn't do the college route. But like I was saying, this is the jackknife sofa right here. So it lays down for some additional sleeping. I like the fact that you have good window coverage over here on the side. You know, I mean, imagine you're down here, you know, lakeside, just hanging out. And by the way, Gulfstream, I thank you guys very much. If you guys don't mind, drop a comment for Gulfstream's sake. They invited me out here, and a very cool experience to be able to be, you know, lakeside, kind of hanging out, making videos for the day, doing 4 travel trailers and 4 motorhomes. A couple of them are those Laura Ashley units. Really interesting. Never seen anything really like it. This is your control panel. So water heater, water pump, all your different lighting controls, easy peasy. And then your awning. And of course, you know, where you control, you know, the tunage, baby. Get everything bumping and lumping. You got the USB, HDMI, zone 1 and 2. And then you flip it around and, you know, you got your refrigerator over there. I'll show you that here in just a second. But this is going to be your dinette. And what's nice about the dinette is even though it is small, it's made for 2 people, but it's also made for 2 large people. You know, so as a person that's got a little bit of the, the round belly, boy, your boy likes to eat. You know, you can actually sit down and not have like your stomach pressed up against the table or anything like that. But since it is a little bit wider, it provides a little bit of a better sleeping space right here. You pop out those legs and you lay it down on those little plastic nubblies and you're good to go. And again, it has a really nice sized window. And I believe they're using the 15K AC as well. But like I said, all the specifications will be down in the description. Rooney. TV backer location going to be right here. So a good spot if you want to lay your head down next to the, you know, let the moonlight hit you while you got your TV on. You got all your appropriate plugins for that. And you also get a little bit of storage right over here, which also has a hanging bar there for you. And then bada bing, bada boom. You got all the shelving space for things like, you know, your wife's succulents. As we're moving along, you're also going to have your 12-volt refrigerator. And this is going to be a nice refrigerator for an RV this size. That is for sure. You have your freezer section, your refrigerator section, 10.7 12-volt, 10.7 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. Sometimes that's a little bit of a tongue twister to say. Jeez, oh Pete's tying up the tongue real good. The auto detect for the fuse box. So basically, if a fuse blows, it'll glow up nice and red for you. So you know, a little bit more convenient for someone that's not wanting to test all the fuses. It'll just pop for you, and there you go. This is what I'm talking about with the rear kitchen, though. I mean, look at this. You know, it's got this thing's got everything that you need. It's got a little table. It's got the jackknife sofa. You got a queen bed. And now you have your kitchen space. And again, more windows as well. It's going to be that hard kind of thermal wrap plastic style, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. The dual split sink, I like to see that. It's a one-piece dual split sink. And then you got the hitting those dishes from one angle. A glass insert here too as well, which I think looks pretty sharp. And then, you know, you got pretty deep storage. That goes all the way back. And it actually wraps on over into here. Greystone microwave. Nothing really too much to go over that. I mean, it's just a microwave. You know, it's got everything you need. It's got meat mode and bread mode. And then you got the two top burner to whip up all the fixins. I know I never understood why people always had to have the, or why people wanted the 4 top burner. I have never once in my entire life, and I'm 36 years old, and we have 4 kids, and we do a lot of cooking at home. I mean, most of our meals come from home. I've never used 4 burners. I've used 2, and I use 3 if we have like some like guests over and I'm trying to like make like a fancy sauce to go on some chicken or something I'm going to grill out while the wife's making veggies for a side. Never used 4. I think 2 would do just fine, donkey. The bathroom in here. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but I'll tell you, you got the tub, which is perfect. We got the 3-year-old at home. She likes to play, you know, all of her little Barbies. And then we got the Crayola set still going strong. We bought so many of those things, but it's like this little, you know, spray bottle paint. It's like finger paint for the shower. And she loves it. We're always making goofy messages. And then about once a week, we swipe it off, make some new ones, do some affirmations. A little reminder that she is strong like her daddy. Bowling gun, baby. So right here, you got yourself a little bit of room. The bottom one's really tucked in there too. So you got about 3 knuckles deep in that bad boy. You're ready to rock. You got the plumbed in sink, outlet, storage. Then the plastic throne. And let's do this because this is in a precarious spot. This might not pass the old seating test. Let's close the door there. Hey, you know what? I mean, you're a little tight on your left elbow, but I mean, it's really bad, not bad at all. You also got the Suburban on-demand hot water heater. So if you're someone that likes to take long showers, it'll pretty much heat up just like that. You know, maybe like 5-10 seconds, something like that. And then you have hot water as long as you have propane. You also have another outlet there too, if you want to plug in any of your devices. But I think that about wraps it up here. Again, it's the 2025 Kingsport 199RK. And I mean, what did you guys think? I personally think it's pretty darn snazzy. I mean, you got the queen bed right there. You got yourself a little kitchen right here. Everything that you need. Thumbnail. And then, yeah. Now let's head around the outside. It'll probably only be about 2-3 more minutes. Kind of show you where everything is located. But again, all the specifications like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, and all that will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV, where this bad mamma jamma is heading. So this is going to be a wood frame constructed unit. You can see you have the corrugated metal siding here, but it is not as deep as some. So it looks like some a newer style side, which it might be that one that's a little bit 30% thicker because it has the same kind of paneling into it. But they do switch to the one side of the smooth front cap right here. So that just really raises up the aesthetics, in my opinion. You also have your rock guard right here, your propane bottle, and then you got 2 20-pound you got 2 areas for 2 batteries. Sorry, I've recorded a whole bunch of RVs here across the lakeside, so it's starting to get a little bit repetitive. So I'm starting to go over through the motions. You got a little clip there holding up the door. Got a pass-through storage, wind-resistant door. So you notice how windy it is. The door has not flown open. And then you do have a really nice size awning that's going pretty much the entirety of this camper. And since you don't have a slide on this unit, you got really good room for like, you know, cornhole, or for like, you know, like a cooler with some chairs, you know, things like that, depending on what kind of camper you are. You have the solid step right there. It's going to be the Lippert one for the fat boys. That's going to be big people friendly right there. 500-pounder-roonies, baby. Extra large grab handle. And then you're going to have your cable hookups and your outlets, along with, you know, for your tires there. Carrier tires, Carrier. 2 marine grade exterior speakers as well. And then that's going to be the back end of that hot water heater. You have a spare tire with an actual bumper, which is nice, so you can hide away the old stinky slinky and, you know, keep that thing up and out of the way for you. coming around over on the side, this is going to be where all of your, your hookups, your plug-ins, your dump valves. So your waste holding tanks, sewer holding tanks, and your low point drains all in one convenient place, along with another cable antenna hookup and a city water connection, along with your 30 amp spot as well. But guys, I think that about wraps it up. But one last time, I appreciate you guys being here. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Gulfstream Kingsport 199RK. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Meow.